What is up, guys? And welcome into today's live stream. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Hopefully, everybody's staying safe, staying sane, most importantly, staying healthy. Greatly appreciate you all for being here and hanging out, man. I really hope that you're all having a great start to your weekend. Yeah, man, so we're going to do a chill stream. So, we've played this game before. It's the Stanley Parable. And the reason I'm jumping back in is because the last stream that we did the Exit 8 stream, which is like an anomaly hunting detecting game. That was so much fun, and I almost jumped back into that just so that way we could, go through and find all the anomalies and whatnot. We will actually do that, but I wanted to kind of give it like a couple streams in between so that way everything's not super fresh in the mind. Even though you'd probably think, hey, why not do it while everything's super fresh in mind? That way you'll know what's what and what not. But it wasn't that it wasn't that bad. It was really good and enjoyed it, but it kind of reminded me of the Stanley Parable in a sense. And Stanley Parable has different endings to it. So I wanted to jump back in and maybe see if there's a way to get a different ending than what we got last time. So, excuse me, that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. So KO, welcome in, man. KO, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you for joining in. Hopefully you're having a great day so far, man. I'm doing pretty well, man. Doing pretty well. Just getting going to start the day. Got the coffee right here. We're ready to go. Dwayne Thompson, welcome in, Dwayne Thompson. Hopefully all is well with you, Dwayne. And Anik, welcome in. Anik, hopefully all is well with you. Appreciate you for joining in. All right, it's okay. All right, so now they're going to ask me for the time again, right? It's pretty inaccurate because time changed since I hit go live. So it says, I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. How do you now? It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. And we talk about cheeseburger sliders. Sounds pretty good. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Alright. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Okay. We're gonna reset, guys. Number 2? Nah. Relaxing in my gaming chair. Damn right, bro. Damn right. Alright, well, I guess, I guess it's time, man. Are the lights really going to be red?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stan the man.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where
Go
he was
through this again. We'll listen to it. It's fine.
Employee number 427.
Want to talk about GTA 6?
His desk in room 427. And
no, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
As Cody Rhodes always says,
to push,
what do you want to talk about?
And in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Push the button.
Though he had been made exactly.
Push the button.
And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Yeah, what's
He had
that?
been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one
Oh,
showed up to
Lord,
give him
no.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to
This
his
is the
wits and
story
regained
of
his
how
senses, he got up from his
Stanley
desk and stepped out of his office.
became an introvert. Okay. Alright, Stan. Whoa, he moves fast. We can crouch. I'm just trying to remember controls. I mean, X is to just click on things. Like interact. Triangle does nothing. Square might do something. Maybe. I don't know. Can I press? Hey, Stan. Okay. Can't open. There's like no little ridicule
All of his
thingy.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
get
memo.
well someday. That's what it says on the balloons. So does that mean Stanley's like mentally unwell? How am I? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I'm having a chill day so far.
No
And
matter how
this
hard
is going to be
Stanley
a
looked,
chill
he
game,
couldn't find
so
a trace of his co-workers.
okay. Turn that computer off. But yeah, man, just chilling. How are you doing today, man? Turn that one off. You guys need to make sure you turn your screens off. A motherfucking bucket? Can I pick that up, though? I mean, I think I can, because it had an interaction, but, like, there's actually a ridicule.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Okay. What do I do with it? Wait, is this game, like, updated for Valentine's Day? Because it says Be My Valentine on that cup. Who farted? Whoever smelt it dealt it. Duh. Come on. Alright, so we got a bucket. I kind of remember somebody when we were playing the game the first time around. Somebody asked me where the bucket was. I don't know. I was like, I don't know shit about this game. It was my first time. So this is being our second. Not really knowing.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I need to go in there and shut that computer off, please. It's my duty. Alright, Stanley, use the bucket and chuck it through the window. Okay, no. I mean, that looks like a meeting room. It's okay, Stan.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Good, been vibing into songs today. Hey, man, music
Truly,
hits
being here with
the
the
soul.
bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
I'm a coffee nut. How'd they know? How did
Perhaps
they
this
know?
was where the bucket felt most truly at home, here in the employee lounge. Perhaps
Yeah.
it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Yeah, I'm going to hang out in the lounge. Don't. This guy sounds jealous.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket
Kind of music
absolutely
do you
as
listen
much
to,
time as
man?
it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
Damn fucking right. We're dancing in the lounge. Oh shit, there's a note. Oh, come on, man. Should let me read the note. Who's it from? Dude, it kind of looks like it says Joe Hendry. Dude, I'm telling you, the note says that this is from Joe Hendry, but I can't pick it up. Dude, it's Joe Hendry. They just didn't put the E at the end. They just put J-O. J-O for Joe. Joe Hendry. I can't take the clipboard with paper. I wanted the paper. I can't take the file. Okay.
But finally,
That might
the
be a
bucket
very
was done
important
being in the
document.
lounge, and
What
they
if my
took the
boss
first
needs
open
that?
door on their left to get back to
Did
business.
you grab the file from the, He said to go to the left? Did you grab the file from the break room? Oh yeah, it says the first open door on the left. Do I want to follow his orders? No, we're going to listen to the bucket. The bucket said to go into this room. I'm just vibing with the...
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
No, not the cargo lift. Bucket, no. Why are you doing this? It's a heel turn. The bucket. Oh, fuck, dude. There's something over there. I'm going for it. I can't jump. But, okay. Stanley. Oh, God, Stan. Stan. The floating boards. You're okay. What the fuck is that? It's an action figure.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
That's what Stanley
no
looks like?
reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't
Yeah.
buy that sort of happiness,
that-
Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. Will do. Will do. I mean, what would happen if I jumped? He probably dies. Alright, Stan. Don't. It's not worth it, Stan. Got so much to live for. You don't want to go out in the shop. I can't see. Fuck. What the fuck? Looks like a picture of a knight. I can't pick it up. God damn, dude. I wish I could pick these things up and actually observe them. There's all different kinds of things. Beware the referee of pain. I'm sorry, what? Is something about to happen, Stan? The fuck is this? Dude, where are we? Sounds like planes and helicopters outside. Where the fuck are we? You're in your own personal hell. Okay. Dude, it sounded like something was following me. Better fucking not. Better fucking not. Oh shit. Got a bunch of cassettes on the floor. Okay, we're gonna listen to one, I guess.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. This track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
Oh man.
I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
I can monetize it.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me.
Oh.
What's that? Who's there?
Oh shit. Dude, don't fucking tell me that there's gonna be We're back in the office? Dude. Okay. Was that like an ending? Wait, there's something on my... Oh, that's right. That's always on. Anik says, well, I listen to a lot of songs, but I'm not gonna listen because there are so many songs, but I've been listening to sports-related songs recently. Hey, alright, man. Like anything in Pacific. Got him. Anything in specific? Like, I'm not too sure what would be like a sports-related song, but hey.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Just curious,
because no matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Dude. The bucket's back.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
You guys need to turn your computers off. Oh, fuck. Okay, input received.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and
Alright, we'll actually go to the left this time. This time we'll go to the left. To the left, to the left, to the right. There will be a reward for finding them all. Trust the completionist instinct, like the completionist as in me, or the other guy. Places to search, mission status, inside of a sequel exhibit. Wait, we found another one of these toys? Dude, I don't remember this game like that. Okay, stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. LL looks like 427. 5 there, B, just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Okay. I want them so much. Stop kidding yourselves. Lies. I want them to go home. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Who are you? 666. LOL. Oh my god, okay. Small floating objects appear across the office. We have to synchronize our energy and to ensure their retrieval. There are so many questions. Okay. Agenda, how can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? They're hard to find. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. A red room? Thank you, and good luck. Oh my god. Alright, that's a lot of questions. Can I go in the broom closet?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Red. They said something about a red room.
Another miniature Stanley
A
figurine.
Stanley doll.
You know, there really must be a snappier name for these
3.
things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs.
Mini
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Stanlerines.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
All right. How many did it say that there were? Hold on. Let me All right, yeah, there we go.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
It's not true.
This is all terribly wrong.
It's my
Surely
bucket.
No good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
No.
And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
They are
He felt
repeating.
himself floating off the ground.
No.
Oh, gracious,
No.
he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone
Why?
truly mad. Where is it?
Oh my God.
I must find it. Far off in the
Where's my
distance now,
bucket?
he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley!
No.
Stanley, it's me! The
Bucket, where are
Could it
you?
truly be? He rushed forward from
Bucket.
room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his
Bucket!
tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
What the fuck?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella. What happened to
Mariella woke
Stanley?
up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What the fuck? That was funny. That was so funny. That's good. That's good. This game's fucking hilarious. Dude, I'm glad that we decided to play this game again. Cause like I said, the Exit 8 game definitely gave me the want to play this game again. And just remembering you guys said that there were different endings and whatnot. Like, dude, look at this, man. Now we're going around finding figurines. Like, what? Or what did he say? Stan Lorines? Stan Lorines. Anik says, can't wait to see the GTA 6 billboard, though. Wouldn't be surprised if they showed it up in Pakistan. Dude, the marketing is gonna, once it drops this summer, it's gonna be fantastic. And then, you know, we're gonna get trailer 3 and whatnot. So that, dude, that's gonna be really exciting. I honestly am really looking forward to seeing the marketing from Rockstar Games here. So, yeah, it should be really good and very exciting. Exciting times are ahead in video gaming. Once we got that, I decided that I wasn't going to take my "Can we get GTA 6 please" sign to the wrestling event, because with them saying, like, given all the information that was given, dude, I was happy with that, you know what I mean? So, I just took, like, a bunch of other signs. Took a bunch of other signs. I took a... So, Nicole made this one sign, and I'm fairly certain Chris Statlander saw it. So Nicole made this one sign, and we made sure to hold it up quite a few times throughout the night. But and I'm pretty sure Justin Roberts saw it, even though he didn't read it. But when he pointed to our section and whatnot, I was holding the sign that Nicole made, and it said, "Scissor me, Stat Daddy." And I thought that was such a very clever sign, and I'm fairly certain she saw that. And it was really cool. It was a great time, man. Great time. Had a fantastic time. Gibbo! There's my son. There's my son. Gibson. How the hell are you, and how the hell you been? Hopefully you're doing well, man. And hopefully you've had a great week and a great start to your weekend, man. As it is Friday. It does not feel like a Friday for me, guys. Alright, you guys are probably, motherfuckers, start playing. Alright, let's start playing. Was that light on before? I don't recall that light being on before. Turn it off, Stan.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
These guys got to remember to turn their fucking computers off. It makes me figurine finders committee meeting today in the meeting room. Okay, there's my bucket. But let me go around and turn the computers off. Input received. Sirianni. Computer access.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
It's my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley
Yes,
had
it
felt
is.
the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I need to find...
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes,
I need to
Stanley
find
thought
some
to
shit,
himself.
man. I
Yes,
needed my
perhaps it truly
figurines.
was. How insightful the bucket
Oh, hey,
turned
new
out to be.
YouTube mod icon. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, last live stream I noticed that. I forgot to point that out. It's like a shield now and not a
Truly,
wrench.
being here with the
Isn't that
Never
pretty
mind.
cool? It's pretty
The bucket
nifty.
was wrong. Stanley took the door
Where
on his left to go
yeah, it's
back
like
to
a
the
shield
meeting
or a
room.
badge. But yeah, dude, I like it. I honestly like it. The wrench wasn't bad, but I don't know. I kind of like this. I need intel. How are you? How was it? Oh, dude, doing great. I didn't stream yesterday because I wanted to give my voice a day
And so the two of them
of,
detoured through the maintenance section
rest and
and walked straight ahead to
relaxation.
the opposite door.
But, dude, it was fucking awesome. So fucking awesome, man. It, dude, Nicole and I had such a fantastic time. It was everything we wanted and then some, man. It was just, ah, dude, yeah. You, Dynamite was so fucking good. It was so fire. No pun intended. With all the pyro and whatnot. But yeah, dude, it was fucking dope, man. How is the NJF? She looks super different with no glasses. Now she's fantastic, man. She's resting right now. But yeah, dude, she's doing very well. She had a fucking awesome time, man. I asked her during the show, I was like, hey, how you enjoying it? And she's like, man, it's fucking blast. And I was like, fuck yeah, man. Alright, so there's the meeting room. We're not going to go into the meeting room. We're going to press the button. And we're going down. Taking the elevator, bro. But yeah, dude.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew
It was...
you'd find this place eventually.
We care about you, Stanley. Ooh, a fireplace. There should be a figurine down here. They said something about a fireplace.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley.
Content.
Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Uh-huh. Oh my god, the broom closet. They don't lock me in if I go in there. Oh my god. What the fuck? Dude, where's the figurine?
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh my god. Alright, they need to turn the music off. Turn the music off. Shut the fuck up. Give a double or nothing. Any news? Was Collision good, or do you recommend me spending 2 hours of my life on? Okay. Goddamn. Music's so loud. Hold up. You fucking kidding me? Can't turn it down? Alright, well then we'll pause it right now then. But dude, honestly at the end of Collision, when Tony Khan came out to talk again, I honestly thought he was going to announce, uh, you know, Double or Nothing or just something, right? Because like he came out and he's like talking about how like, all right, the Vegas crowd, you guys were so great, and you guys were on fire the entire night, and we want to send everybody home happy and all this shit, right? And I'm like, oh my God, are they going to break the news? But but what had happened was he brought Stat Daddy, Orange Cassidy, Tony Storm. They all came out, and then they all walked to the ring, and Orange Cassidy got on the mic, and he said, um, you know, there's somebody in the middle of the ring that, we haven't done something in a long time. And I think we should really give the people what they want. So, like, Tony Khan gets in one corner, Orange gets in another corner, Tony gets in another corner, Stat Daddy in another corner, and then they all put their arms out, walk to the center, they all hug, and then you look up on the screen and they pan the camera out. You got to give the people what they want. It was a great way to end the show, but no news on any pay-per-view coming to Vegas. Hopefully with how how well we were, and Tony Khan got cheered. This year was way different than last year. Last year we booed the fuck out of Tony Khan, his entire little promo that he cut, but this year he got cheered. So, yeah, man. It was awesome. And yeah, the venue was fantastic. Intimate indeed. It was awesome, man. It was a very nice place, and I highly recommend if they ever do a Dynamite or Collision again to do it there. I'm very happy you guys had a great time. Nothing beats the live experience. I'm really looking forward to do August. Yeah, dude, it was awesome, and then the ending to the show was awesome. Like I always love chaos, and when you have like all these contenders coming out and all that, and taking their chance to hold up the belt and whatnot, it was awesome. It was cool. You're absolutely right. It's fantastic. There's nothing like it. I got excited when they said that the marketing starts in the summer because I'm tired of all the clickbait. I forgot how loud this was. Yeah, the clickbait. Just want to make sure. I want my figurine. I want my Stanley. Where's my Stanley?
Now this is what
Alright,
the
cool.
Stanley Parable is all
Holy
about.
shit.
Don't you remember all those great jokes
Music
from the
was
original
loud,
dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, not my bucket, motherfucker. You're not taking my bucket again, bitch. Bitch. But yeah, dude, Anik, same. I got really excited about that. To actually hear it from, Take Two, people that are affiliated with Rockstar and whatnot. Had a ton of star power on that show. I'd say all the top names were there. All minus Swerve actually wrestled. If you can call MJF taking part, dude, yeah, no, but you know what though? I respect that. I respect that booking decision by Tony Khan. I think that was a huge leap of faith. But you know what? Honestly, I think it works out. It worked. I liked it. I honestly didn't fully expect it right away until I looked over and you could see the time like by the stage, and then I realized it was technically like 10. So I was like, oh shit, this might be a quick match unless if they got, you know, time, granted permission to go over in time. Um, but dude, once Brody started choking MJF, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a squash match. This is going to be a squash match. I was like, which is cool, it's fine. And then the way, like I said, the way the show ended, it was great. But yeah, shit ton of star power. Kenny versus Swerve, it apparently seems to be that might be thing going on. I don't know what exactly they showed on television. I haven't watched the show on like the television show yet, but I'm thinking about going back and watching the TV show of Dynamite because they always add things in it. So they showed us a video package of Will Ospreay. I don't know if that was on Dynamite, but that might be on Collision. I don't remember what part of the show it was, whether it was Dynamite or Collision, but they showed us a video package of Will Ospreay. I assume that means he's coming back soon, and typically when you see shit like that, that means that they're returning, building the hype. So I love the old school intro with. I loved the old school intro with the wrestlers. Oh, with MJF and them talking shit. Yeah, they were like, because Justin Roberts got on the mic and he's like, hey, do you guys want the little 30-second video like Dynamite montage that we normally run, or should we show off the crowd? And we're like, show the crowd, motherfuckers. So they did that, and then they rolled with the old school talking shit. I like that. It was great. Nothing about a pay-per-view. No, nothing. Dude, and that's surprising because last year, around this time, they made an announcement about Double or Nothing. To me, that makes me think like they might be looking to do it out here in Vegas. Because otherwise, shouldn't you have announced where it's going to be by now? I'm sure by Revolution they will. Hold on, Gib. Let me get to your comment here. He showed up like 10 times when they came over, just kept waffling about All In for August. He was exuberantly become an expert in saying a lot of things without saying a lot of things. Well, that's what happens when you're the top guy. Look at Cody Rhodes over in WWE. He does the same fucking shit. Not looking good for May then, sadly. I reckon it'll be in Arizona again. Feel like they would have said something this past Wednesday. Potentially, but it's like I said to Nicole, because like I swore I read a thing where like when WWE comes out to certain cities, they have like a clause where AEW would have to wait like 30 days in order to run a show. So I wonder if AEW would consider pushing Double or Nothing into potentially June, and then if you do that, if you push it into June, you could potentially run it out here in Vegas.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
But I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that clause.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No, not
Can you guess what
Bucky.
the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to
You're
spell it
not
out
gonna
for you.
take Bucky away.
Go ahead now, Stanley.
Not
Say goodbye
Bucky.
to the bucket, and
No.
then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No, not Bucky.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I
No.
don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying
No.
buckets is all it knows.
No.
That is its singular
No.
personality trait. Sure, I
No.
can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What
God,
other object in this
they're gonna
game
destroy
didn't even
it.
say that about? The broom closet
You're not gonna
certainly
take
not.
my
I
bucket.
wonder what sort of Bucket
Not
Destroyer
Bucky.
merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the
No.
fans what they want. Hurry!
I am giving the fans what they want. Hopefully they head back again this year. Dude, I hope so. This year or... You know, I really hope so.
My prized creation. You had
Hangman
so much
versus MJF
potential.
main
We
event
were
for
going to do such
Revolution.
marvelous
I
things with you,
don't
tell
think
such
so, man.
spellbinding
I
stories
think
about
it's going to
you.
be
All is
Andrade.
squandered now.
I think Andrade is
Goodbye,
going to
new friend. For the moment in time,
is going to
that
be
you
the
were
guy
here,
to go against MJF
you
at
were
Revolution. AEW has proven that they're not afraid to have two heels go head to head. MJF, Andrade, they have beef. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. I'd be for it. Or you might get a triple threat because you know how it goes. Like if Andrade keeps cheating, I could see Tony Khan being like, you know what? Or you could make it a fatal four-way. You know what I mean? But yeah, either way, man. I definitely see Andrade El Idolo being in that main event at Revolution for the World Championship. They did the main event perfectly, in my opinion. You knew it would be quick when it was like 7 p.m. and the ice chant started and they had to finish the show ASAP. Probably went overtime. Yeah, no, exactly. Once I looked over and saw the clock and saw what time it was, I was like, either they're going to get overtime or this is about to be a squash match and Brody's about to fuck MJF up. And that whole segment was perfect. I saw how it was presented on TV, and I just want to say I'm very grateful for All Elite Wrestling for allowing people's voices to be heard and not censored. That is a very important thing that needs to be going around right now, and I hope other sports and fans of other sports, I hope you guys can do the same thing, man, because that was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome. It was like a moment of unity, and it was a beautiful fucking... It was so cool. Brody losing in Australia, though. Oh, definitely losing in Australia. He ain't winning the belt in Australia. Nah, man. Not going to happen. But the match will be good, and I'm curious to see how it's going to end. That's for certain. But yeah. Yeah. Dude. Also, Anique says, also, it was good, too, because people been spamming Rockstar comments for GT6 Trailer 3, so at least The silence will end in summer. Exactly. Exactly. And Rockstar's probably like, now
All
please,
of his
leave
co-workers
us
had gone.
alone.
What could it mean?
We're going to
Stanley
give you what
decided
you
to go to
want,
the
I
meeting room.
promise.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Turn that off. Turn that off. There's nothing in there. Alright,
Warmth
give me my
spread through
fucking
Stanley's
bucket.
arms. With the bucket
Stop
in his
trying to
arms
take my
again, he
bucket
was
away
home.
from me. God damn you. Okay, so we
Stanley
went
clutched
right
the
last
bucket
time. We'll
tightly
go to
to
the
his
left.
chest and entered the door on
To
his
the
left.
right, to the right, to the left, to the left. Okay. Nearby a fireplace. Maybe it wasn't in the room. Somewhere both red and blue. Okay. Okay, so we went down last time we found it.
Walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright, there's an elevator in there. Trying not to. Haha. There should be. A Stan Loreen. Yeah, no, I'm keeping my fingers crossed as well, brother Gibb. Keeping my fingers crossed too. Mania Night 2 is April 19th. Double or Nothing would be either the 24th or the 31st of May. I think the 2024 one was on the 31st. Something like that, yeah. I know, like, Tony Khan likes to have it on Memorial Weekend, but if you have to push it, bro, then push it. Like, bring it to the place. I mean, he kept, like, saying, like, how, you know, Las Vegas, the home of Double or Nothing. He kept saying it, but he never confirmed whether it was coming back or not. Would love a 6-pack Casino Survivor Challenge, though, with MJF, Hangman, Andrade, Swerve, Kenny, and Joe. Wishful thinking. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Joe would be able to be in it, because I've been reading, lately that the reason we haven't been seeing Joe is because
I'm going back to the name of these little
he's
Stanley figurines, and now I'm
he's
torn
actually got a
between
legit
Stan
injury.
Loreens and Figlers.
He got
What is
hurt
it,
while
What
training.
name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense
He's
of
not out
happiness
because of
that you
filming
get
or
from seeing a
anything.
small
It's
number
like
in
a
the corner
legit
of your
injury,
screen
and
go up by one?
that
Let me sit on
sucks.
it. I'm sure
That
it will
sucks.
come to me.
Andrade El Idolo. Also, I find the fake fans at ringside cringe. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, we saw them sitting there like all night, man. It's like I find it cringe in the aspect that the girls like give it away a little too fast, like of what's about to happen. You know what I mean? Like they don't look like actual fans just standing there enjoying the show. Like you can legit tell that they're waiting for this spot. You know what I mean? Um, and that's the unfortunate part. So they need to work on that, and then I would actually find the spot a lot better. At first, I didn't hate it, but it's like the more that they're doing it, it's like okay, now it's too obvious that they're planted. Even though like the first time they did it, like once I thought about it, I was like, okay, I actually didn't see that woman there all night until that spot. So Okay, she was playing it, and I liked it at first, but it was all good. It is what it is. Man, I've been waiting for 2 days for your intel. Glad it was a good one and enjoyed it. You didn't answer about Collision, which is fine because I'm bombarding you with 100 comments. Should I tune in though? Uh, I mean, I feel like you could probably get like a recap because like they did the whole like Tekla Stat Daddy like the stipulation for their title match, which I liked, but Money Crisp, okay. Um, there was that Ciampa. He defended his TNT championship in a triple threat match. That was a really good match. Um, who was it? Kevin Knight fought Scorpio Sky. That was actually a really fun match. But then like a lot of the other stuff was like squash matches. Like, but I would tune in for the parking lot match because they didn't do that match, and I'm assuming that's going to be the main event of Collision because they didn't even like really announce like our main event except for what's her face. What the fuck's her name? But yeah, like right before they came back from commercial, she was like, "Oh yeah, we got one more match for you," and all that. And then it was Tekla versus somebody. Oh yeah, Mina Shirakawa fought Viva Van. Dude, the crowd was really into that match, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, they were fucking in the Mina versus Viva Van. That I was just like, bro. It was just a fun experience. But yeah, parking lot brawl definitely will be the main event of Collision. It was pre-recorded. I'm assuming at some point while they were out here, maybe they're going to do it somewhere else. I have no clue, but maybe they already recorded it. I don't know. But we did not see that. I did see Ciampa Strong Claw. Yeah, that was the match. It was good. And then I guess I could say for you, man. There ain't no too many AEW fans watching this, though. I'll just tell you that Fletchlight came out after to, you know, let the winner know. Grand Slam Australia, you, me, championship, respect, and gone. The crowd was in it for that segment because we were telling Kyle Fletcher to put
Stanley
some socks
was once again
on.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire.
So
if
it
not for
was,
the
but
soothing
yeah, dude,
presence of
it
the
was a
bucket.
good.
Even now,
It
in
was
his
a
darkest
really
of
good
hours,
experience,
did the
brother.
bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender
can't play.
spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Is it 2, 8, 4, 5?
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Huh.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yes. Did those plants disappear after the match? Actually, surprisingly, the plants didn't leave until um after Dynamite went off air. They didn't stick around for Collision, but they stuck around for all of Dynamite, which is not a surprise because Andrade showed up at the end. So, but yeah, they showed up. Well, they stayed that whole time, and then once they left, they allowed other people to sit in those seats.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly
Got
gotten
one
all
more
of
to
the
find.
Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the
I've
second
been
number,
waiting
and that
for
will
this
be it.
moment
We'll be
for
different people by
2
then.
whole
Different in the
days.
sense that we used to have none
Oh
of them. And
yeah.
now we have them all.
Oh
You can't go back
yeah.
to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Mega bad for champs, dude. I hope so, but the fact that they got the pinfall over Willow and Harley now makes me think that they're not going to win it. But, dude, I would fucking love it. Because I truly believe that Mega Bad should have been the first ever inaugural champs, but for some reason they had this Penelope Ford injury. I mean, I guess it was to push Shafir, which is fine because like I didn't hate the Mega Problems. I thought they were cool too, but I don't know. I'm a huge Penelope Ford fan. I think Penelope's got a shit ton of potential, and she just needs to be utilized a lot more, so that way she could build her confidence. And once she gets to that point of like super confident, then she'll be that super bad all over again. And her and Bane are, dude, they're a force. I fucking love it though. Mark 80 or yeah.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
That's her name, but yeah.
Him, comforting him,
She
reassuring that in
like,
this
oh, this is your final match.
He would be all right.
And then
The
out
bucket
came
is here for you,
Tekla.
Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Fletchlight versus Chiamba Australia has to be. No way Chiamba's losing. You can give me that spoiler. Dude, honestly, that match was a really good one too, man. I mean, no surprise, like Ciampa's awesome. Claudio's the shit. And Roddy's Roddy, you know. But they all worked really well together and put together a really good fucking match, dude. I was like, fuck yeah, man. Can I catch something in my bucket?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
But this says escape in red. And I don't like my mind being controlled. Otherwise, I'll be standing here singing, Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is... No, because like when they were playing Orange Cassidy's Where's My Mind, when the show was off air and whatnot, I was sitting there singing, Where is my father? Where is my father? Where is my father? Because that was my sign that I was holding up for like practically the entire night. I was holding up a sign saying, "Where's my father?" And then on the back side of the sign it said, "Christian, please come
Although this
home."
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Australia looking good. To be honest, Mox and Takeshita was added. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. See, this is what I'm saying. AEW right now is on a really nice run. Like, they're on a
The
nice
door behind
fucking
them was not
run
shut.
right now, man.
Stanley and the bucket still
I
had
fucking
every
love
opportunity
it.
to turn around and get back on track.
They just need to keep this going, man, and they're going to be fine. But, yeah, dude, the Australia show's looking dope. You're absolutely right, dude. I'm looking forward to this shit, bro. And the hair versus hair match, like, oh my god!
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death.
Also, yes, the Young Bucks. They did wrestle on Collision. They fought the Gates of Agony. They were the opening match on Collision. Yeah. Ooh, thank you for reminding me. Bro, yeah. Super Kid Party! Yeah, that was actually a good match, even though, like, the people from the 302 kind of were not into that match. And they were really shouting some shit at Toa. I was like, God damn, bro, leave the man alone. Ah! I just jumped in a hole. Ah! Fuck. Oh my god, I don't know where I'm at. Father? Oh fuck, I'm gonna
As
die.
the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket
Oh my god,
inched
I'm gonna
closer to their
die.
demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket.
Oh my god, I'm
but
gonna
what
die.
use is a sense of ease when you're about to get
Stanley!
close to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh god. No.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Ah! Okay. Uh, is this going to be purgatory? Or did I not die? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? I would actually prefer Bane to beat Stat for the title. She's grown on me again. I mean, dude, I would be down for that too. I would like to see Megan Bane as a world champion very soon. Yeah, to be honest, I do think Stat Daddy's going to hold on to the belt until I think, dare I say, but I think it's going to happen. I think Stat's going to hold on to it until Mercedes takes it. I think Mercedes is going to take the belt, and then maybe Bane's going to be the one to take it off of Mercedes because Mercedes ain't going to be ready for that. And she's a nice person. And she's nice.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Sure. Yeah. I'm the bucket, I'm the bucket, I'm the bucket, I'm the bucket. How was the amazing dance The dance song for Collision. Well, if I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, at the start of Collision, I was in the bathroom taking a fucking giant piss. I honestly didn't know when to go to the bathroom during Dynamite, so I held it all the way until the in between of Dynamite and Collision. But yeah, I was in the bathroom taking a giant piss. And then, yeah. And as I was walking back and getting a drink, is when I heard like the Young Bucks theme song. And then the, aha! He has to be injured, surely. Who's Joe? Yeah, no, I heard Samoa Joe is definitely injured, and I haven't heard any kind of time frame on a return, but yeah, that's why we have not seen Joe in the last several weeks. So the
Can
bucket.
you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the
Are
hubris
you
that
going to
blinded
heaven?
him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble
The
than
bucket's
Stanley
going
will
to
ever
heaven.
be in his short life?
Glorious. He is my bucket. He's so glorious. I could still see you. He didn't make it all the way to heaven. Does that mean I can make it all the way up there and grab my bucket? Maybe. Let me read what the bucket says, guys. Okay. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipit the precipice the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. But though you use the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full of enriched and substantained. Jesus Christ, why they got to use such big words? I'm a stupid. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here on out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? Hey man, go fuck yourself. How about that? My bucket. A bucket with two handles. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Okay. That is more than 25 buckets. 25 buckets, a photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced a catonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. Yeah, it's way more than 25 buckets, dude. You ain't fooling me. Can I take the Inferno bucket? Inferno bucket, a replica of the Inferno bucket, which in medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it, billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: No one can control a bucket. The stress bucket analogy, worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability equals size and strength of the bucket. Copying strategy holes, rest and relaxation. Doing something you enjoy, rest and relaxation. Stress equals the level of water in the bucket. The stress bucket presented without commentary. Okay, well, I did it. I commentated it for you. A cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Uh-huh. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However, clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitability is for our own good. Inevitability. Alright, Stanley, you know what that means. You gotta jump in the hole. Chelonia! Oh. Oh. Well, would you look at that? There's a invisible... This is just a glass floor. It's not invisible. Bane with the top prize for the women would look good on her visually.
Together, you and
That's
I,
true.
that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Death. They played the song intentionally so you can piss to that generic ass song. You're damn right, man. You're damn right. It actually helped. It gave great rhythm for a nice fucking piss. I'll tell you that. Oh, Father Cage. Yeah, you know, I guess.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally.
I thought...
This is great, he thought to
you know,
himself.
Cope...
This is what I've wanted all along.
When Cope came
got
back
what I wanted.
from filming, which he did... Guys, should I grab the bucket or no? Maybe this time I'll leave the bucket? No.
Stanley
Take the
picked up
bucket.
the bucket and smiled. He'd never
Take
be
my
alone
fucking
again.
bucket.
Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
I need my motherfucking bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Okay.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
All right.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Only because I want to... Some are both red and blue. Okay. Somewhere... both red and blue.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No, I don't want to go into the garage again. I don't want that. We'll go back up. Can I? Love elevator music. So relaxing. Shit's amazing. Oh, Gib! I ran into, on my way out of the show, I ran into Sexy Chucky T. Dude looks great, man. He looks like he's in great shape. But I ran into Sexy Chucky T, and I ran into Darius Martin. I even got a little fist bump from him. Wasn't expecting it, and I was completely blitzed out on fucking edibles. That I was just like, hey, Darius, bam. Hey, have a great night, man. Honestly, I think Darius would have held a conversation. But I was just... At that time, though, the show was over, and I had to take another piss. And I was like, dude, I just need to find a bathroom. Because I was not trying to use the bathroom inside the venue, because I think everybody was raiding the bathroom at that point. So I was just like, dude, let me find one inside this casino. And I'm going to take a piss there, man. Dude. How high up are we going? Okay. Alright, the elevator's just here for fucking shits and gigs. Nothing on the computer. I don't want to go. I guess I have to. Fuck. Fuck, dude, I'm gonna have to go through this shit again. Damn it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
My bad.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley
Watch
may
this,
have broken
too.
down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Motherfucker. But I didn't want to have to get. I didn't want the same ending again, though. Motherfucker. Can I go back up? I bet you could, but you probably couldn't.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door.
Alright, this time we'll go mind control.
control facility.
That's right. Last time we went to the left. To the left, to the left.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
We're all being watched. We're all being watched, Stanley. This is what a real government facility looks like. This is where they watch everybody. And then this is where they sit and tap into your phones and listen. And if you have cameras in your home, this is where they
Everyone
sit
in
and
the
view
office
everything.
was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
I told you.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Hey, that's my office. Hey. Why? Stanley. What?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Huh, well that was pretty evident.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Okay. Hey, Stan. Press the red button. Oh. Can we open that door, you guys think? Can't do anything with those. Just fucking around right now. Stanley likes pressing buttons. Is there a way to like reset? Okay. Maybe that means they're all disabled at this point. But the reason I say that is because it looks like 3, 5, 2, 1. So I'm curious. Oh, 3. Oh. Five. Anything? Nah. Okay. Well, I tried. Maybe it's because, like, I hit the button too many times. I don't know. But I feel like it's supposed to open this. And we could actually go up. And then for some reason hit that button. But maybe it's like because we already did this before. Because I'm pretty sure the facility power room door was closed. And that was the puzzle before. I don't know. But this door's open, so fuck it. We're going through.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket...
Shut the fuck up. I'm hitting the off button.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even
No!
the facility
No!
itself
No!
recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Bob? Bob, your phone's ringing.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. Fucking Judy. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? This time we've been doing left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. I gotta find the room that's both red and blue. Both red and blue. Ah, fuck.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, he didn't. Can't read the note.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Oh, okay, Stan.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Okay, Stan.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
I just want to
I
press
want
my
apartment
buttons.
and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I am normal.
What
is normal?
Okay.
Chucky T, what a guy. Behind on the stream, but back live again. I actually
Stanley
thought
began
Top
screaming.
Flight would be
Please,
tag
someone
champs.
wake me up. My name
By
is
now,
Stanley.
they had a lot
I
of
have a
promise
boss. I have an
at the
office.
beginning,
I am
but
real.
everything
Please,
just
someone
quietly
tell me
went
I'm
down.
real. I
Bro,
must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
bro, I agree. I think, like,
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Darius had his big injury,
Mariella
right?
woke up on a day like any other.
And then
She
when he
rose,
came
got
back, then
dressed, gathered
Dante
her belongings,
shattered
and
his
walked to her
leg,
place of
right?
work. But on this particular day, her walk was
And
interrupted
then
by
it's
the
just
body
been
of a
like one of
man
those
who
where
had
it's just been
stumbled
hard
through
to get
town
them
talking and
both
screaming to
going at the
himself,
same
and
time.
then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
And I don't mean this
And
to,
although
like
she would soon turn to
disrespectfully,
go call
but
for an ambulance, for just a few
it seems
brief
like
moments,
Darius
she considered
isn't
the strange man.
in
He was obviously
great
crazy.
shape.
This
Like, he
much
looks
she
like he
knew.
put on a lot of
Everyone
weight.
knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment,
So,
she
like,
thought to
his
herself how lucky
his
she
flow
was to
isn't
be
as
born.
smooth as
I
it
am
once
sane.
used to be.
I am
So-
in control of my mind. I know what is real.
Yeah, but I
and what
agree.
isn't.
I thought
It was comforting to
they
think
would have been
this,
tag champs
and
by
in a
now
certain
too,
way,
but
seeing this
I think
man
it's all
made her
about
feel
getting
better.
them
But then she
going
remembered
at the
meeting
same
she
time.
had scheduled for that day. The very
And,
important people whose
yeah,
impressions of her
it's
would
been
affect
tough.
her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment.
I think
that
the
she stood
potential's there. They just
staring
don't
down
need to
at
give
the
up on
body.
him. Hi, kid.
And then she turned and ran.
I'm okay, girl. Yeah, I just sneezed. I just sneezed, girl. I'm pretty kitty. I'm pretty kitty. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I agree with you regarding Darius. You remember when they did that random story with Dante and Team Taz? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, kinda. I kind of remember them like trying to recruit him and whatnot, and yeah. Oh my God. That's right. It's to watch the lights fucking. Watch the lights. Watch the lights. This is Stanley heaven, man. Look at all the buttons. Watch the lights. Dude, it's so trippy. They tell you to watch the lights. It's like you sit and you watch them. It's fucking trippy as all hell, dude. Like, you literally, like, I'm sitting here just, like, staring at it, and it's like, bro. Like, some move this way, some move that way. It's, ugh. Cause like the buttons, what? I think they like, yeah, they undo. So, dude, I don't know what you're supposed to do in this moment. Cause I remember we got here before. Watch the lights. I just wasn't sure what to do. might be the most strangest story they've had, and they just acted like nothing happened a week later. Yeah, like, I don't even remember, like, what happened with that. Like, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Do they, like, change after you push them? I'm just pushing a bunch of... Dude, I have no idea what we're doing. We're just pushing a bunch of random buttons. Because it's Stanley's heaven right here, guys. I have no idea. Okay. Begin the game again. We are not clicking that button.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
You know what, Stanley?
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together.
Let me in.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Somebody left their computer on. Unacceptable.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door
Okay.
on his left to go back to the meeting
No.
room.
No, he didn't.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, because the last time we went down, we grabbed a figurine, then we went down.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Would Stanley be able to jump off? Yeah.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
No, I'm not pressing the button.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
No.
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
No. Oh, looky. When did you come out here, buddy? Wait, the first time... Give me my bucket.
Where are we going today?
Give me my
the
bucket.
asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere
I
they went
once
together
have
would be
a
perfectly fine
dream
with him.
of you playing GTA 6 a while ago. You had a dream of me playing GTA 6? That's funny. Well, you know, one of these days. All right, I'm going to go back to the
Stanley
right.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Shut the fuck
Stanley
up.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
No.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there
Kind
I
of want
need
to
you
go
to
over
do.
there.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh. Is there going to be a key card? You can do it, Stanley. The Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable. Alright, come on. Stand the man.
No, stop. Look
No.
there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says,
No.
buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This
How
misunderstanding
rude.
could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
What if I don't want to go in there, man? What if I want to... Alright. I'm being abducted. The aliens got me. Oh my god. Got to get a little demo on what is a bucket. Also, the trailer 2 thumbnail reminds me of the trailer 2 Dream from 2024. It looks accurate though. What?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some
Oh,
test
my
scenarios,
runway.
and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simply
Gonna put
enough,
on
right?
a runway
This should
show
tell us
holding on to my
everything we'll
bucket.
ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Is this a
Item
bucket?
1. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Fuck you.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one. Is this a bucket?
Watts is gonna.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay.
No.
Here we go.
No.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket? Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Oh, you're a bucket.
And you, Stanley.
A bucket of shit.
You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
All right, reset. Reset. Wait, what? Oh, dude. The office is different. The office is different now. I'm not pressing that because if we press that, then look at the lights.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Dude, the
Stanley
office is
decided to go
different.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Welcome
Nor
to the
did it
whiteboard
advance the story
ending?
in any way.
Dog mode? The fuck is... Alright, we're gonna put it in dog mode. I don't know what that means. Welcome to the whiteboard. Oh, everything we click, it barks. That's funny.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Okay, just to make sure.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This
No,
was
we're
not
going to the
direct
right.
to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
I want to try
telling him
something.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the
Alright,
meeting
this time I'm
room.
actually
Go
gonna
somewhere
ride.
else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Huh. Okay.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
In this dark room over here. What dark room? There ain't no dark room. This dark room, I got you. Okay, well, I'm looking for a room as both red and blue. And I figured since I hadn't come this way.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
What if I don't? What if?
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness.
I wanted to
must
see if
have
I could
really
unplug
bungled up
it,
the
and I
delivery
could.
If you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What?
What is comedic timing? What
The
is
fuck?
comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I'm
Let's
Dunny with
practice
the
screaming,
funny.
"I'm Dunny with the funny" now. Good.
What the
This
hell?
saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question
10
reprinted
pages
several
of a
times.
survey, god damn.
Just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Come along. Kai. Okay, can't go back in.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Alright, caution. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. This game is so good. This game is so ridiculously good. It's like it's one of the most simplest concepts, but it just works. Okay.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake.
Or you went the wrong way.
I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy.
You went the wrong way, mate.
I'm not even the lowliest.
You went to the right, not the left, eh?
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
No!
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. You did it again, you son of a bitch.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
All right. I'll play along, mate. I'll play along. All right. Let's see what happens.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you
Why?
not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... No word to describe a bucket. Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So funny, man. It is so funny. Oh, dude. They changed up the office again. They changed up the office again. Dude, this game is fucking... It's funny as all fucking hell, dude. It is fucking funny. It is awesome. I love how there's so many different fucking endings to the game. I just wish I understood the watch the lights one. I wish I understood that ending, so we could like actually do that. But dude, this is fucking funny as all hell, dude. I love it. Like if I hit this, it'll put us in watch the lights. Watch the lights. And I don't understand what we're supposed to do. And I don't want to be in a trance the whole time. J.K. Hill! Welcome in, Jay. Appreciate you for joining in, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a great week. Great start to your weekend, really. And much love to you, man. It's great to see you. How are things? Good evening, man. What's this about? Dude, it's like a... Man, you know, it's hard to describe, like, what it's about. It's kind of like you're this guy, Stanley. And what seems to be like you're in a personal hell, essentially. So Stanley likes pressing buttons, and that's Stanley's job. He presses his button all day, every day. You know what I mean? And then one day he realized everybody was gone. So now we're going to walk around the office. I'm not going to grab the bucket this time because I want to go somewhere real quick.
When Stanley came
Without
to a
the
set
bucket.
of 2 open doors, he entered
We're
the
gonna go
door
to the
on his
right.
left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
You could follow
Perhaps
the
he wanted to stop
narrator.
by the employee
The
lounge
narrator
first,
will lead
just
you where to
admire
go
it.
and whatnot. You can, or you don't have to do exactly what they tell you to do. That's what's
And here
great.
it was.
And the
The
commentary
lounge.
will go with whatever you
What a
choose to
room,
do.
Stanley thought to himself.
It's so great.
What a room, what a room, what a room.
And
This
then-
is but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But I'm not going to. Stanley's going to close that door, go into this room.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Aw, we're back to the clicking noise and not the bark. I got rid of my barking noise. I'm curious if there's a way to actually get down there without dying. Like a part of me kind of wants to follow the path and see if I could jump from that shelf to that shelf and then down. Like, would he die from all that? Most likely. I mean, you'd most at least break an ankle. But we'll ride this.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
And I'm going to go over
I'm not
there,
sure
but
that
without
we
the
really
bucket
are
this
moving.
time.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
No!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and
I didn't
no
mean
one
to
gets
do
tell
that.
him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Whoops. Alright, now the office is normal. Not pressing the button.
All of
Okay.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
I
he'd
gotta
simply missed the memo.
I gotta turn off the computers. Everybody left their computer on. They left in a hurry. I gotta save electricity here. Doing the office a favor. I'm not going to take the bucket. I'm going to go back to the right, but this time I'm going to execute my plan flawlessly.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't. He went to
This
the
was not
right.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
It was okay.
It was okay. No, this time I'm going to say. Oh, man. Wow. Holy moly. It's huge. Oh, my God. This could be my chair. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Just in case there's any monsters.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's okay. Alright.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
We're gonna
I'm not
live.
your enemy, really.
We're gonna live.
I realize that investing in your
We're gonna
trust
land
in
on the
someone else can be
platform.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. No buckets. Okay, I don't have a bucket. They let me in. Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yes! This is the room! This is the last, Stanleyable.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Stiggly Wiggly.
Stanley, this is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead
What
I'll
the
just
hell?
say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Fuck yeah. Alright, so he said to go through the red door. And what happens if you follow the orders? Yeah, I forget. Because I think the first time we played it, we did follow the orders. Let's follow his orders. So he said left.
Thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, dude. Alright, I'll follow. This is the door he told me to go through. Let's go through the door. Great googly moogly, it's dark.
What are we looking for?
Oh no, I see. It appears to be orbs. Oh my god, what the fuck's about to happen? What the fuck?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right
Kinda
here,
is.
right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Yeah. No, I get it. What happens if... Whoa, what the fuck? Dude, fucking trippy, bro. Alright, now we got green lights. Bro, I'm thinking about just chilling in this spot for right now, bro. I should have got some acid for this. Dude, this is totally different than the first time we ever played this game, man. So if it's different every single time you load in, I think we might play this again. Bro, this is fucking nuts. We're inside of a lava lamp. Dude, this is so fucking trippy. Dude. Wowzers. Is it just gonna be green? I mean, red, green. Yeah. Is it gonna fill up more or? It's like I kind of want to wait it out. Oh, okay. Kind of see what happens. And then his fucking beam comes shooting down. And that is the moment Stanley died. Oh my god. Holy shit. Dude, this really would be perfect for an acid trip. Alright, I think we just go down here then.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Dude, we seen it. Okay? What, you want to...
Right. Where were we?
One more time! One more time! One more time! Bit of a crazy game, unless you're stoned, I reckon. Dude, it's just so interesting. Because it's like, like a little bit of a walking simulator, but it's interesting. It's so unique. Like, it has different things to see, different things to do, like little itty bitty puzzles, whatever. Like, just the interaction of it between you and the narrator is just so cool.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Wait, what? No, stay away. Alright.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there, hmm? Just stay here.
This is our happy place, Stanley. You gotta stay. Stanley, please. You can't go through the stairs, Stanley. Stay away.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Dun dun dun. Phasmophobia.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Oh. 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 Alright, one more time. One more time. One more time.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
What happens if I, oh, you can't. Okay, what if we jumped off the side? You're a safe place. Does it keep bringing you back to that place? No, I keep going back. I keep choosing to see, like, what happens. Alright, here we go. We're going to take the steps. For real this time.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh. Now I see why. Okay. I thought about it, and I've made my decision. Stanley has a lot to live for, guys. And that's just not it. So this is it. This is for Stanley. It's a giant button. No, I'm just kidding. No, but all in all, we have to do it. We do have to do it. Look at the dominoes, Stanley. Look at the dominoes. It gets so dark. Like the tone gets so dark. Stanley! Stanley!
No!
Stanley!
Oh, thank God. You lived.
Ow!
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay. Okay.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I did. So does the room change now that we did it? Like, not this room. I'm talking about just giving it like a moment. Can't walk off the side. So now if I go back in, will the room change?
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I guess I gotta attempt.
No. No. What are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing. I'm so sorry, Harry, but this is just how it's gotta be. Goodbye!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Oh, I did it for you enough.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Geronimo!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Oh, he is so
You actually want
slow.
to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
He slowed down. Oh, is that what happened? Does this...
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
What's about to happen, dude? I guess... Because I really did want to end out in there, but I guess they really want me to do it. Oh man, he's walking so slow. I think this is it for Stanley. I don't think he's going to be able to do it anymore. Coffin! Fucking drop! Are we sure his name's Stanley and not Darby? With how many times we keep going up these steps and jumping? I feel like this is something Darby would do. Coffin! Fucking drop!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh, God. Alright. Guys. Are you revived when you get back to the room? Dude, that's what I thought was happening. Because at first he moved quicker. But then he started moving slow, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Because I was going to say that. Like, I think he gets healed when we come back out here. But, nah. Alright. Guys, you have been awesome. I appreciate you all for joining up and hanging out.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
Whoa.
It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Hey, I was about to end this stream out. What the fuck? Where the fuck are they about to take us? What the fuck? Wow. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Wow. Guys, we're going to walk through this door and then I'm going to end out the stream. So I'm going to say my goodbyes before we keep walking forwards and close this thing out. I really appreciate you all for joining up and hanging out for this chill stream. You guys were fantastic. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I think since it had such great chill vibes, and it seems like the game just changes every single time you load in, I think we're going to maybe play a little bit more tomorrow and kick some ass and explore some more in this. And then, yeah. But guys, thank you so much. J.K. Hill, thank you, man, for joining in. Gibbo, Anik, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it is for all y'all. I just hope you all stay safe, stay sane. Most importantly, Stay healthy, KO. Appreciate you as well, man. And yeah, catch you all on the flip side. And as always, peace out.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley. And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember? Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened. This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy. takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else. And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like. And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels. Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video. Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one. This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this? Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.